And just like that, we have arrived at the final race of the GB3 weekend here at Donington Park. It is cloudy conditions. We've had some rain since we raced for race number 2. So it is all to play for. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen for the final time this weekend. Well, it is great to have your company as we welcome you up over here to the commentary box. It's going to be a really, really exciting race. In the commentary box, my name is Omi. We still have Genetic Graphics on screen, and the man to tell you why is Wes. Hi, Wes.
Hello, Omi. Yes, we come to you in somewhat of a carbon copy of what happened in Brands Hatch. We've had a truly dreadful looking crash in the Ginetta GT Academy race. It involved multiple different cars, some of whom were just absolutely destroyed, and there was a huge barrier repair which they still haven't done. Or they're not done working on yet. And as far as we know, we don't have an update on when the GB3 race is due to start. So we're in for a bit of a delay, it seems.
Absolutely. As you can see, the provisional start time was 4:22. So the graphics now have updated to race number 3 of this GB3 weekend. Now, this Ginetta race that we had, it's another Ginetta accident. From what we are hearing, no official word as of yet in terms of updates. We believe that there is at least one driver who has been taken to the medical centre. That usually happens after big shunts and big incidents. After a crash after such a big crash, you would expect something like that as well. It sounds like most drivers are okay, luckily. But as I mentioned, we have not got official word on anything. We are just receiving updates on in terms of what the current situation in the paddock is like at the moment. And what the current situation is like in the paddock is that it appears like most are okay, but we will wait for official word in terms of judging who the drivers are that possibly have been taken over to the medical centre or who may have been affected more than others in that accident. Quite a big crash as well. And Wes, it kind of reminds me of the 2017 Clio Cup crash that we had years ago. I remember watching that back, a few years ago for me. But yeah, there was a big crash in the Clio Cup, and it's quite similar in the way that the Ginetta one happened.
Yeah, didn't quite see that particular crash. I mean, that's a very niche reference, but yeah, I wasn't watching the actual live stream, but somebody put a clip of it up on YouTube, and yeah, it was just one of those things where a driver close to the front spins around, comes back out onto the track, and all the drivers just scramble to avoid him, and unfortunately they weren't able to do that. It was just before the run down to the Craner curves, and they were on that. They all went into that left side barrier and just absolutely destroyed it. So it was, yeah, very very violent crash. And like you said, we know at least one of the drivers has been taken to the medical centre. We don't really have any other update for you at this moment in time, but we'll be sure to bring that to you as soon as we have it.
Yep, absolutely. And we will make sure to do so indeed as well. We of course have a race that is going to be coming our way. We send our thoughts and prayers to everyone involved in that incident. We hope that everyone is okay. The second weekend in a row where we've had a situation. We had it at Brands Hatch and we've now had it at Donington Park. Other news and other unfortunate sad things is that Will McIntyre, his racing career has been put on halt, and everyone is racing for Will McIntyre, who has come out with cancer, with what he reported on social media a few weeks ago, whereas we discussed on it, we touched on it in the opening race of the weekend. But yes, it is quite severe cancer as well, but if there is anyone who can fight it off, it is Will McIntyre.
Yeah, absolutely. It's such a tragic thing when someone so young is diagnosed like that, an incredibly scary thing, and the motorsport community has really done a great job in getting behind Will to show their support. A number of the drivers, you'll notice if you watching on stream, have a little Will McIntyre sticker on the side of their car, just showing that they're all with him at this time. And we've been getting a few updates on Will McIntyre's Instagram about how he's doing, and yeah, I urge you all to go over and see that, and just maybe leave a nice comment just to show that you're all behind Will.
Yep, we absolutely are all behind Will, and we will continue to, and we hope he can still get involved in these events, even if it is by just being present, because everyone does miss Will McIntyre. What a talented racer, and a racer which has taken a win in this GB3 season earlier on. So, in terms of newses that we don't really want to share to you, out of the way, because of how sad they are, moving on to the race that we have coming up, because we are expecting a race to get going soon. Whereas the GB3 round, we have a round remaining at the Temple of Speed at Monza. This is the penultimate round. We are reaching the final race of the weekend, and you have been doing some championship calculations, and we believe that we could be inching closer to crowning a GB3 champion I've had by the end of today.
Yes, it will depend a lot, I think, on the rather unique point scoring system in GB3, which for this reverse grid race allows each driver to pick up a point for every position they make up that's higher than their relative grid position. And of course, since Alex Ninovich is starting a few places behind his championship rival Patrick Hoytsenroder, he's going to have a few more opportunities to pick up those points. So yeah, he needs to finish this race scoring at least 3 more points than Hoytsenroder. If he does that, if he comes out of this race with 102 points or more, higher than Hoytsenroder, he will be crowned champion of GB3 2025.
Brilliantly put, Wes, as well. And that will be the case by the end of today. So it could be a critical day in the championship. And wow, doing it one round early. Now, Wes, you haven't, of course, seen the race due to how much it's been on. So you haven't been able to catch up on it. But I made a big thing of it when it came to race 2 earlier on this morning. One of the great feeder series drives. He got a drive-through penalty for jumping the start. In most feeder series races, that is day over. That is basically you done for the race in terms of a good result. Not Alex Ninovich. He, straight after the safety car, it came in, he pushed, he attacked, and he got tenths, sometimes even a second on the other drivers, a lap, and he fought his way on the penultimate lap to have a 10-second advantage, and then built it up to 11 to make sure that he won by 1 second. One of the most extraordinary drives in feeder series, and that is one of those statement performances that we will talk about for a long time to come in GB3, and a long time to come wherever he moves next in his career, which we are hoping is Formula 3.
Yeah, absolutely. He made all the other drivers in that race look incredibly second rate. It just seemed to be so easy for him. And I was saying, Yomi, just before we came on air, how much of a real 180 he's done since last year. I was quite critical of him towards the end of the British F3 season, just due to the fact that he was Deegan Fairclough's main title rival in that, and just as the championship went on, he just seemed to go to pieces, and he lost that consistency. But Yeah, moving on up to GB3, I think he must have had some of Valtteri Bottas's porridge because he's absolutely turned it around, and he's just showed so much speed. I mean, he always had speed, but he's just stepped up, and yeah, that race too this morning just proved proved that beyond a shadow of a doubt.
It really, really did. One of the great performances incoming by him as well in that race. Now, we are preparing and getting ourselves all ready for racing at Donington Park. I'm hearing that the cleanup job is definitely taking place. We have just got an expected release time for the cars, and that will be in 3 minutes' time, so we will stick with you at the moment as we are, well, apparently just a few minutes away from getting cars out there on the circuit. I could just see in the background some of the recovery vehicles were just getting out of the way. But yes, a frightening accident, and one which I am absolutely certain needed a lot of repair, as you can tell. It wasn't just the cars, it was the barriers that they destroyed. It was basically spread absolutely everywhere on the circuit. So, frightening scenes, not the scenes that we would have wanted to see. And as we mentioned, we hope that all of the drivers are okay in this race. Okay, now, looking ahead to this race, though, we've already discussed about the possible championship that could be coming the way of Alex Ninovich, but we saw some incredible racing across race 1 and race 2 this weekend when it comes to side-by-side action. A bit of a weird moment, though. Noah Lyle, Wes, I know you haven't seen it, but just to explain to you what happened, Noah Lyle made contact, where Noah Lyle basically made contact with Enzo Van on the way to the grid. So Noah Lyle could not compete in the second race of the weekend earlier on. There was contact on the way to the grid. Noah Lyle's front rear wing was damaged, and yeah, they managed to come into each other and have contact. Lyle could not participate due to the rear wing damage in that race. Tom Van did, and he went on to have a good result, but that was quite a dramatic moment earlier on as well, on our way to the grid when it came to race number 2.
Yeah, isn't that mad that that cars can come together on the formation lap? We don't see it very often, but when we do see it, it is quite surprising, and that is a shame because Noah Lyle had a very very good race 1 yesterday, but yeah, out of it before the flag even dropped in race 2.
Yep, absolutely. That is exactly the case at the moment. I'd like to give a bit of a shout out to Abby Pulling. She has been coming alive ever since race number 3 at Brands Hatch, where she got a podium, the first podium she ever got in F1 Academy. She became the first female driver to get a podium in the series. When it comes to this level, we have to go back to Jamie Chadwick, who would have done it in 2018 as well. But yeah, it was quite a special moment for her, and she has been driving brilliantly, having started all the way at the back for the races. So looking forward to seeing what Abby Pulling is going to be able to do. And Wes, well, we are all getting set and ready to get going for this GB3 race. After a bit of a wait, after a bit of a delay, we were covering the British F4. We were scared about this GB3 race starting, and would it start a little bit too early? But no, everything's okay due to this being delayed in such a big way. But here we go then. It is race number 21 of the season, and we are here at Donington Park.
Yeah, we certainly are. Big thank you to all the marshals and all the safety crews for taking care of not only us here at GB3, but also the British GT and all the Ginetta series as well. Because yeah, that, as we said, was a very scary looking accident, and yeah, they've been well taken care of, and barrier is now repaired, and we're ready to get going.
We are ready to get going indeed. Wes, would you like to, well, talk us through some of the most favourite moments you have around this Donington Park circuit? I'm not going to set any rules. I'm not going to set any rules in terms of what series or anything. But yes, come on. You've seen a lot of motor racing over your time. Any favourite moments that you have been able to watch and witness over your time of watching racing at Donington Park?
I'm gonna sound like such an old man now, aren't I? Yeah, there is. Of course, there's been a number of extremely good moments in British touring cars as well. The one that comes to mind from my childhood was watching Gabriele Tarquini in the Alfa Romeo go on two wheels, going through the S's chicane, the Fogarty S's. Yeah, never gonna forget that. Murray Walker's reaction to it, of course, absolutely priceless. And of course, the famous one was the lap of the gods in '93 for Ayrton Senna in that one Formula One race we had around here. Um, but yeah, so much history, and it's a favorite. I've actually been to I've not been to many racing circuits in my life, but I've been to Donington Park a couple of times back in the it was the late 2000s. I think it was for the World Series, when the World Series by Renault was still a thing. I watched a couple of those races and had a great old time there. So yeah, Donington Park will live long in my memory.
One of the extraordinary racing venues. Okay, well, I can tell you, we have got cars that are on the grid, and GB3 is getting all set and ready for racing once again. This is the 27th session of the weekend, and the formation lap begins. It is Lucas Flusha who leads us away. He is starting on pole position. We'll run you through the grid in more detail. Remember, this is our reverse grid contest. We'll talk you through the point system as well in a few moments' time once we've gone through the grid, and we'll make sure we do so as well within the race to keep you all up to date when it comes to this championship battle. But here we go then. Here is our grid for the race. It is Lucas Flusha next to Liam McNeely, who had a spin when it came to race number 1 of the weekend. Let's see what he does in race number 3. He'll do so from P2. Bart Harrison, one of our Italian F4 drivers, who are with us in 3rd. Then it's Keanu Balzahari alongside in P4. Jack Sherwood's in 5th, involved in a lot of racing earlier on today. Kai Darinani finds himself in 6th position. Then it is Deegan Fairclough next to Tan Van Itchkel. The Red Bull Junior will go from P8. Let's see whether Car 8 can try and make some progress from there. Pat Hoynton-Roda is in 9th, and then it's Reza Siworthan in 10th position. Would have been disappointed to have missed out on the win, and he missed out to Alex Ninovich, who's in 12th. Alongside him is Noah Lyle, who didn't actually get to compete in race number 2. So he's going to be eager to get back in the car, as will Kabiran Iraq, who is racing at this regional level for the first time. And then we find ourselves with Rodrigo Gonzalez. Patricio Gonzalez is then next up. And then it is Max Taylor, who found himself competing at the front. Bianca Bustamante is next to Flynn Jackas. They are 17th and 18th. And then it is Pradell next to Abby Pulling on our all-road in motorsport row on the grid. And that is our grid for this race. Looking at our point system, well, we find ourselves with 20 for the winner. It goes down 17, 15, 13, 11... and then it goes all the way down until P15, which gets 1 point. In terms of extra points they can gain, Wes, would you like to talk us through that?
Yeah, so the bonus points they gain are very much contingent on where they start on the grid. So the main two we're going to want to keep an eye out on is, of course, Patrick Hoytson-Roda, who starts on row 5, and then behind him on the start of row 7 is Alex Ninovich. He's starting from 12th, Hoytson-Roda from 9th. So the maximum amount of these bonus points is 12 that they can score. So Alex Ninovich, theoretically, if he wins the race, will get 12 points. The maximum that Hoytson-Roda can score is 9. So yeah, Alex Ninovich with a bit more of an advantage from that point of view.
Okay, well, that is all of the information in terms of our championship possibility. It could be a champion crowning day, and what a brilliant day it would be to end Donington Park. All lights are lit. We are racing in the GB3 Championship for the reverse grid race. Staller on the grid. Staller on the grid is one of the XL Motorsport cars as we go side by side into turn 1. P3 on the grid for Bart Harrison, trying to turn it into the lead. Can't do so. Lucas Flusha maintains the advantage. McNeely drops down to third place. It is still Al Zahari who finds himself then in the position of P4 as they're all sliding all over the place on the opening lap. Nothing to separate them. We've not got a breakaway driver. Enzo Tan Van Inchkel getting airtime as he goes off the road into the gravel trap, and that could be damage to the suspension there for Tan Van Inchkel, who is slowing down.
Yeah, not the first time either that he's gone off on at the old hairpin there, but as you said, Omi, this one might have a bit more of a consequence. His car looks to be a little bit damaged. He'll probably be coming into the pits at the end of this lap. As side by side now, we've got that is Alazari, I think, and Jack Sherwood. Jack Sherwood getting the better of it. Oh, there's contact in the acids.
Big crash! Pulling's off! Abby Pulling's off, and that's a huge crash into the wall. Abby Pulling getting airtime, and that is a horrible accident in the background. We had a few incidents, and the safety car is understandably out. Okay, so Pulling went flying there, so we hope that she's okay. There was more battling going on, as we mentioned. Jacques was involved. I think Anurag could have been involved. Seaworthen was definitely car 10, Wes, who we were seeing going side by side. But that's a horrible accident on the opening tour of the race. It all looked clean until we got to that point, really.
Yeah, it did. Abby Pulling absolutely flew through the air. Didn't quite catch who she tagged. Might have been Flynn Jacks, as you said. As they come across the line
Hold on.
Live timing will hope.
Is Hoynton Roda involved? Hoynton Roda's dropped down on my timing board. If that is the case, then Alex Ninovich could be our champion. Well, now, but of course we'll wait until the checkered flag moment. But Hoynton Roda's dropped down on our timing board. Now, is that him out of the race? I wonder, because he has dropped down.
I think
it is. He's off. Hoynton Roda's off, and that is him done. He won't be the champion, and Alex Ninovich is basically our champion. Of course, we'll give him his moment across the line, but that's it. He's done. He can't win this GB3 championship anymore.
Yeah, it seems like it. Of course, Alex Ninovich will still need to score those 3 points that are necessary, but yeah, he can get that just by finishing in 13th place. So yeah, more or less, it's just a formality for Alex Ninovich at this point.
Absolutely extraordinary. Great to see Abby Pulling getting out of the car in what was a huge shunt. We, of course, are waiting to show any replays until we know that all the drivers are okay. But definitely our biggest crash of the season. I think the staller on the grid was Anurag. I think Anurag stalled on the grid.
Yeah.
He did not get going, so that was disappointment for him further back. But, well, the marshals who've had to repair most likely one of the biggest shunts in their career that they've had to deal with the amount of tyre barrier damage and all sorts of damage there were. Now having to go to work on multiple GB3 cars.
Yeah, that's right. And all the drivers look to have gotten out of their cars and are okay. But yeah, it definitely Patrick Hoytenroda, one of the cars, and that is phenomenal as far as the championship, as Alex Ninovich now is currently in 7th position, and as things stand, doesn't really need to do any more than that. He is the champion.
He is, and that is a disappointing sight. Reza Seaworthen out, Hoynton-Roda out, Pulling out, Jacques out. It has been a big opening lap shunt which has wiped out many drivers, and as I've mentioned, we are just waiting until we can show any replays. But yeah, Abby Pulling is the one which had airtime, so it is great to really see her walk away. And I hope any damage is fixed for any of those drivers before Monza. Because Abby Pulling had to drive, I think, until it was Hungary with a damaged car, is what Alice Powell reported to us on social media.
Yeah, that's right. It took Rodin a while to try and figure out what it is, and yeah, she pretty much just had to drive most of the season with that in place. Which, and you would have noticed how she seemed to be so fast at the first round at Silverstone, getting some great results, and then uh, just wasn't there up at the front. Was barely towards the front of the midfield. But yeah, she seemed to turn that around and just got unlucky with the qualifying situation that we reported on yesterday. She actually took full responsibility for that herself on social media. She said it was her own fault. So I'm not sure if she was just trying to save the team's graces on that one or not. But it's interesting. But yeah, such a shame she's not able to make. Here's a replay.
Okay. Oh my word.
And oh. Yeah, it was caused, I think, by Siwarathan just tapping the back of Hoytsenroder going through there, and yeah, the other drivers just had to struggle to try and avoid it. And if we look in the background there, Abby Pulling was kind of unsighted and just went over the top of the elite car of Flynn Jacks, and coming down to earth with a thud, and she will have really felt that in her spine. But yeah, just very unfortunate for all involved there, and luckily everyone seems to be okay.
Yep. Okay, this was Jack Sherwood round the outside. So that was first of all a great overtake. Then looking farther back, wait for the contact. Hoytsenroder goes round. Siwuratan's involved. Abby Pulling hits the back of Flint Jackass because of course Abby Pulling could not see ahead of what was going on. Everyone basically bunched up, and that is how we see 4 cars find themselves out on 1 lap. Well, that's just the way, isn't it? That's just the way. Bit of a delay, and then, well, a bit of a safety car now is what we find ourselves under for this reverse grid race. It's going to be interesting, going to be fun. So Ninovic is now in 7th. I'm looking forward to seeing how much can he go on the attack and try and gain further positions. But as it stands, Alex Ninovic on his way to become the GB3 champion of 2025.
Yeah, that's right. I'm not sure if he does want to go on the attack actually, I mean, because he can only really lose something from here. So yeah, I don't know, if I were him, I'd just want to try and consolidate it. He's right behind Darian Arney. That would be his first target if he was going to attack. And we all know what Darian Arney's defense looks like. So I'm not sure I'd want to risk it.
Right, it is Alex Ninovic. Oh, who knows? Who knows? It is Alex Ninovic. You might go a little bit risky and try and be a little bit brave. I mean, he's got a bit of time to think about what he wants to do because of the safety car period. But at the same time, I think he'll be disappointed. If he wants to overtake, he wants to get on with this. He's losing time. Time's going. Flusha's like, yeah, you guys continue on with this. I want to go and win with hill speed as well, a team switch that has come in. Flusha now finds himself racing for hill speed, and it is now going to be lap number 4 out of 18, 16 minutes on the clock to go. Sometimes it's a case of the clock rather than the laps, and the clock, Wes, outpowers whatever laps we have that to remain. And, well, last round, of course, Tan Van Itchkel backed everyone up, and when it came down to time, he waited for it to go to 0. And then he got his foot to the floor and went going. Rode a motorsport car there, getting cleared of Pulling. My word, is this going to take a lot of time because we've still got 3 cars stationary and we've only got 1 that's being worked on at the moment. All of the drivers get to debrief together and we get some images. Everything's getting taken. We've got the photographers down there. Oh, fantastic scenes as they all walk away.
I think they're looking for pictures to perhaps put on their social media, action shots, if you like. And yeah, I can't say I blame them. We've got around 15 or 16 minutes of this race still to go. The graphics team haven't put that on screen just yet, but yeah, with the number of cars still left to clean up, I can't imagine we'll be going to the allotted amount of laps in this race. Are they just going to leave them there? Are they not going to take them behind the barrier? I mean, I know they're off the racing line, but yeah, that doesn't seem a safe place to leave them.
My word, looks like a car graveyard over there. Goodness me. Absolutely ridiculous. They've just dumped all the cars there, and they're like, okay, we'll deal with them later. I don't think they've got any time. Safety cars coming in at the end of this lap, so they will just leave them there.
Oh,
Cool.
okay.
Well,
Fair enough.
well, let's see what type of collection we can get by the end of it of GB3 cars. It will be good for the photographers to go down there and just take an image of all of those cars together out over there at that part of the circuit. Let's hope we don't add any to the list, though. That's the important thing.
I think they might have been inspired by the Donington Museum there. That they seem to be laid out in a kind of museum-like format. But yeah, it's they're very much second-rate down there at the moment. But yeah, they've been judged by the marshals to be in a safe enough position, even though they're not actually behind a barrier.
Absolutely. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, well, behind the safety car, it is going to be one incredible restart coming your way. Get ready, get prepared. It's going to be interesting. Flusha, Bart Harrison, Liam McNeely, your top three. Great to see Bart Harrison and McNeely there. Two drivers, of course, who are just joining us in this championship. And now it'll be all over to the hill speed driver of Flusha to take us back. Ninovic just has to keep it clean, and he could be on his way to getting the biggest trophy of the season after what has been an absolutely extraordinary performance. But here we go. Flusha about to make his way down towards the final few corners. When is he going to take us back to the green flags? Flusha, a driver who has moved teams, as I've mentioned. And he is now going to take us back, get his foot to the floor. We are green flag racing again, and it doesn't look like Bart Harrison has gone with Flusha. Round the final corner, Flusha puts his foot down, and we are green in the GB3 Championship, partnered by the BRDC in 2025. McNeely trying to defend there from Sherwood, who looks up the outside line. Is he going to be able to find the momentum? Can he go all the way around the outside? Brave stuff. He tries to keep it on the road. There's still nothing to separate them, and brilliant move, Jack Sherwood, P3 on the restart.
Yeah, McNeely got it all out of shape on the exit of Goddard's, trying to go to the start-finish line, so he was going to be compromised in terms of speed, and Jack Sherwood punished him for it and is now up into the podium place.
Absolutely. I think Fairclough might be slow. I think he had an issue. He was very slow down the straight. Tom Van Ichkel going side by side further back, and Tom Van Ichkel is ahead as well, as he was battling with one of the Gonzalez brothers, I think that was, further in behind at the moment. But Flusha, exactly what he wanted, has got a good advantage. The battling is further back though. Still Tom Van Ichkel weaves left and right to try and warm up the tyres. Pradell, meanwhile, in the number 21 Rodin car, is trying to make up some progress and trying to go on the attack, but it is the top two as they were on the restart. Still, Flusha and Bart Harrison. Moves are further back. That is going to be up the inside. Late lunch coming in from Patrico Gonzalez, and he was battling there up against Max Taylor, who of course is also making his debut today. Max Taylor's got the inside line. Gonzalez is going to try and send it around the outside. They will meet at the final corner, and it will be Max Taylor with the place. Sherwood's got the fastest lap. He's thinking about a move for the inside. Can't get there.
Yeah, great little battle there, and now Tom Van Ichkel is going to try and get past his teammate, actually, Patricio Gonzalez there, the Mexican driver. They're both racing for the VRD team. Jack Sherwood, fastest lap of the race now, 1 minute 24.974. And yeah, so he is going to try and get after the slow starting Bart Harrison. But yeah, the Hill Speed team, I've got to say, have had such speed this year. But yeah, it's crazy they haven't fielded any regular drivers this season now. We know obviously Lucas Flusha has taken part in all the races, but he's only just moved to Hill Speed. But yeah, if Hill Speed could have fielded a regular driver, they could very well have been fighting for the championship. They've had so much speed.
Battling further behind, Noah Lal trying to go round the outside on Kai Darianani. Can he get there? As he will try fight his way by. By the way, Ninovic did clear Darianani. We asked that question earlier on. He did get ahead, and now he's putting pressure on Al Zahari as Lyle tries to achieve the same goal of clearing Kai Darianani at the moment can't do so. As we make our way back down the straight, we're still about to go side by side. We're still about to go wheel to wheel into the fast turn. Lyle looks round the outside, tries to turn in. They nearly make contact. They get away with it, and Lyle gets ahead.
Yeah, he certainly does. Great move there from Noah Lyle, making up for a disappointing race too, as we're now having a look as they go through the old hairpin. That's Al-Azari there in the pink BWT car with Ninovic all over the back of him. Ninovic not taking it easy. The championship might be a formality at this point, but he is absolutely just getting on with it. Still 10 minutes of this race left to go, and it's going to be a good one, Omi.
It will be indeed. This is GB3 at its absolute finest. Here we go. Flusha with a good advantage, but still having to defend. Ninovic trying to end this season on a high as well. The safety car restart, by the way, has been noted. That is the race control information that we are receiving up here in the commentary box at the moment. But Bart Harrison trying to go for victory. And, I mean, it's a driver who hasn't been able to do anything special in Italian F4. It would be so good to see him do it at a step higher in regional level. But there's battling further back. And that was Gonzalez being squeezed out. Further back, as we continue to go side by side, Tan Vanichkul is trying to defend. At the same time, we're back down the straight. We're back to Bart Harrison trying to attack our race leader, Flusha. Into the first turn we go. And into the wall we go with Pradell.
That's Pradell.
Pradell's gone off. He's found his way to the wall, and we will surely need the safety car again, Wes.
Yeah, certainly has. That's at Coppice Corner, and he's gone off. Looking at the tyre tracks in the gravel, he's gone off quite early there. So I wonder if he might have had contact with someone. He's buried quite deep in the tyre barrier, but he's managed to get out, so he seems to be perfectly okay. But yeah, as you said, Omi, safety car absolutely called for there, and yeah, let's keep an eye out for a replay.
We will indeed keep an eye for a replay. It is going to now be another reset. We will get going again, and most likely, Wes, for another sprint to the finish. Let's hope this time we don't end up with another safety car after this, and end up with what we had at Brands Hatch, where they finish behind the safety car. It's definitely giving deja vu with the way this one's going.
Yeah, it just seems to be, we seem to be a bit cursed in that respect, don't we? Yeah. Yeah, so we do. Yeah. Well, there is an airfield just over here at Donington. What a shot that was. I want a picture of that, but yeah, that's brilliant. We should have, it shouldn't take them too long to get rid of Pradell's car there. Yeah, as we see the truck there is on it immediately. So yeah, hopefully we can get through it. We don't want to see Alex Ninovic win the championship under the safety car if at all possible.
Absolutely. So it's now going to be one incredible finish, I am sure, but one that'll be disappointing. I mean, well, what a rodent garage this could be. You've had two drivers retire, and you could have one on their way to the title and the biggest trophy of the season. My word. Car's being repaired quite, well, not repaired, recovered quite quickly. That'll be down to the Rodin Motorsport team later on. Yeah, so they can't just enjoy the celebrations because they're going to have two cars to repair at the same time. Do feel bad. Is there anything you've noticed, Wes?
Yeah, just there was a lot of polystyrene on the outside as well. I wonder if Pradell might have hit one of the brake marker boards there on the entrance to Coppice. Yeah, they're not too keen, are they? The broadcaster in showing us a replay just yet. Maybe they didn't see it at all. Hopefully that's not the case.
Absolutely. Hope that isn't the case as well. So we are sprinting our way into the final 6 minutes. Safety cars coming in at the end of this lap. Deep breath. Here we go again. How do you think the restart's going to go, Wes?
Yeah, hopefully Bart Harrison will want to make amends for completely messing up the last one. And he was getting really close to the back of the Flusha just before the safety car came out, so he seems to have a lot of speed. It could be very, very interesting going down to Redgate.
It really, really could. Let's prepare and get ready for a bit of a sprint to the finish for the GB3 Championship, partnered by the BRDC. And Flusha will make his way once again to the final few corners. He needs to just try and get the jump once more. If he can do so, he has a brilliant opportunity. Here we go then. The GB3 Championship about to close. It's Donington Park weekend, and Flusha has gone once again. He's catched his rivals out as we go to the green flags, and we're racing once again. Bart Harrison is going to be under pressure, I should say, rather, and he's going to look to try defend. Are we going to see a move? Late lunge on the brakes by Jack Sherwood. An attempted lunge at least. It's still side by side between the two of them. Nose was in there, but only a nose, and he can't take the position. And Bart Harrison still is ahead, but he's still trying to find a way through. He's still going to different parts of the circuit, but now he's under pressure, and the position he gained on the last restart, he may lose now, because up to third position goes Liam McNeely.
Oh, yeah, great move from, initially from Sherwood, but Bart Harrison had it covered, and he just lost way too much momentum, and Liam McNeely was on him immediately, just managing to get round, and he is up now into the podium position, which Sherwood took off him earlier in the race, you'll notice, and there's Ninovic, they're looking on the inside of Al-Azhari, but he's compromised now, and here comes Noah Lyle coming down into the Melbourne loop. Noah Lyle is going to have the inside line, and Ninovic is down a position.
So, down goes Ninovic, as still we go side by side, and that is Max Taylor, who was battling there in the background, and Ninovic is trying to come back. Tarn Van Ijkel round the outside. He'll now try and attack Max Taylor down the straight. So watch Tarn Van Ijkel up against Max Taylor to see whether he can try and make this overtake. Looks to the outside line. Ninovic has to now try and improve a position. Lock up ahead. Tarn Van Ijkel dives down the inside. He can't get there. So it will be now Kai Darianani who will be the next one to try and attack. Then you've got Gonzalez. Then you've got Anurag. Crazy battling in the mid-pack. 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, 3 minutes to go now in this race. Some decent moves. It's a bit of a shame that Redgate Corner is designed quite the way it is, because it does allow for a bit of an easier type of defense. It was a decent move from Tarn Van Ijkel, but he just couldn't quite pull it off. And battling with Max Taylor and the Gonzalez brothers, as well as Kabir Anurag, they're really all getting stuck in now. Ninovic now in 7th place after having lost it from Noah Lyle. Hopefully he'll want that back, but we are running out of time.
We are running out of time indeed. Here we go.
Lyle.
Lyle up the inside. He goes to try and get past Keanu Al-Taheri. They meet on the apex, and now they're side by side. Down towards the next braking zone. Al-Taheri with the inside. Tries to squeeze out his racing rival. He'll do so. Will there be the cutback opportunity? Our champion to be Ninovic is waiting for the opportunity as well. Here we go. Back down the start-finish straight. Al-Taheri ahead. Lyle goes to the outside line. Can he try and find the momentum and go the long way round? But Al-Taheri's not going to allow that line to work, and out wide will go Lyle. Does Ninovic get the momentum? Does Ninovic get the chance to try and capitalize on this? 3 cars not separated by anything on the circuit. Lyle tries to go for the move. Ninovic fancies the opportunity, as we have time that is running out in this race, and Al-Taheri having to go super defensive. Does Ninovic have the momentum? Does he have the run to try and go on the attack, I wonder, and take this position?
Yeah, real aggressive driving there from Noah Lyle. Couldn't quite pull it off. Al-Azhari had the defense sewn up there, and Alex Ninovic needs to be so careful. I could tell he was holding back a little bit on the aggression front. Bit of a slide going through the S's there from Al-Azhari. Lyle might have a run on him coming down to the Melbourne hairpin. No, he's got that one covered. So looking and look at Max Taylor there. Max Taylor getting very close to the back of Ninovic. Ninovic is not going to have this all his own way.
Yep, here we go. Bart Harrison defending from Liam McNeely. It's a battle for second place as we make our way round the final corner to begin the final lap of this race then. And it is going to be a 4-way fight for the win, but realistically more of a battle for second place, as we see Bart Harrison having to defend in his mirrors. Liam McNeely trying to go on the attack. It has been great to see these two two drivers amongst the racing, amongst the fighting today, but it looks like Flusha is going to hang on. Alex Ninovic is on his way to become the champion of GB3 in 2025. Al Zahari will be trying to battle up against Noah Lyle as well. That will be P5 and P6 that those two will be scrapping over. But here we go. Time is running out in the race.
Yeah, it certainly is. Al-Azhari just doesn't have the speed right now. He's fallen well down now from the back of Jack Sherwood, and is going to be struggling to maintain his position over Noah Lyle, who has another look. That's just to remind Al-Azhari that he's there. And Al-Azhari getting it all crossed up, going through the Fogarty's S's, and look at this now. Lyle has got the momentum. Al-Azhari goes defensive, down to the hairpin there.
Oh.
Right-hander. Noah Lyle tries to do the up and under. I can't quite make it now. He's going to be on the outside again, coming up to the left-hander at Goddard's. Yep. Al-Azhari just about giving him room. Going around Goddard's now, but it's going to be a win for Lucas Flusha.
Lucas Flusha comes across the line to take the checkered flag and the victory, but further in behind, your GB3 champion is Alex Ninovic. He takes the crown in 2025 after being the runner-up in British F4 last year to Deegan Fairclough this year in 2025. He has been the driver to beat. And it is now Zach O'Sullivan, Luke Browning, Callum Woisin, Louis Sharp, and now Alex Ninovic, your champions of GB3 2021. The party that Zach O'Sullivan started that year has now been continued in 2025. It is Rodin Motorsport on top. It is Alex Ninovic, and after a season of disappointment last year in British F4, losing out to the driver of Deegan Fairclough, this year he has been the one to beat. He has set the record, and after the performance earlier today as well in race 2, he is absolutely your deserving champion, and I cannot wait, Wes, to see where his career goes next.
Yeah, same. Clearly this GB3 car really suited his driving style. I'm going to be very, very intrigued to see whether he is able to get the funds together to go into Formula 3 next year. If so, he's going to be giving all the drivers there a real run for their money, because he has been absolutely explosive this year. Really made up for, as you said, the disappointment of the back end of the GB4 of the British Formula 4 season, and yeah, he's just absolutely dominated this year, pretty much from start to finish. Had some interesting battles with Freddie Slater when Slater showed up in the GB3 paddock, but yeah, absolutely give him all the credit in the world. He has been definitely the best driver of this season.
Absolutely. My word, Alex Ninovic. What a season. But don't let that completely make you forget about the brilliant performance by our race winner today, Flusha, on top of the car, the Spanish driver, roaring in hill speed colours now. He is on the top step of the podium, and what an absolutely unbelievable race that was, and what an unbelievable season, which only has one more round at Monza. And Wes, well, we head over to Monza, Drivers' Championship crowned. It's all eyes, it's full focus on just ending the season on a high with some great Monza racing. Can't wait.
Yeah, definitely. And I just want to mention, actually, Lucas Flusha, this is by far and away his best result of the season. He's had 3 fifth places this season. That was his best result up until now. He hadn't even had a podium, and now he's going to be standing on that top step. But yeah, great way to end this Donington Park weekend, and I'm very much looking forward to going to the Temple of Speed at Monza to see how this GB3 car fares there.
Absolutely. Can't wait to see how it is going to be taking place as well. We've of course got champions to be crowned next week. we will be crowning an Italian F4 champion, most likely to be Key Nakamura Berta. And Wes, he's kind of been like Alex Ninovic with the domination as well. So we will be crowning, of course, the driver of Key Nakamura Berta, most likely the champion, in a week's time. And then we will be finding ourselves a week later, rounding out the GB3 season. So the Drivers' Championship is all done. We'll just be ending the season on a high. And then the week after that, Wes, we will be crowning a FRECA champion. And we will be crowning our E4 2025 champion as well.
Yeah, so much to look forward to. And yeah, not all of them are a dead cert. We will have a lot of racing regardless. And yeah, it's a very, very good time to be a motorsports fan. We're really all looking forward to it.
Italian F4 will end their season at Misano with 5 races. Yes, you heard that correct. 5 races in total. Wes, I believe you're with us for 3 of them, aren't you?
Yeah, 3 of the races are in my sort of convenient for my time zone. So yeah, looking forward to doing all of those with you, Omi. And yeah, so pretty unprecedented. I don't remember the last time we had 5 races for one series in a single weekend.
Will be something new. What isn't new is John Jackson speaking to some of our contenders. And let's go down and hear from our race winner.
We couldn't really show it in qualifying, and yeah, obviously across the races we managed to make up some places, some really good moves, and we knew we had the pace coming into this one, so it was just get my head down, get a good start, be first by T1, and then just try and manage it from there and just focus on going forward.
A great way to end the weekend, and we've got Monza coming up, 3 more races there and hopefully more podiums.
Yeah, I'm really happy with the team, so I think together we can get some more in Monza.
Excellent stuff. I'll let you go and continue your celebrations there, the other side of the fence. Liam McNeely is coming in. Oh, sorry, who was second? Sorry, Bart was second. I mean, a podium in your first weekend in GB3, I mean, that's absolutely incredible.
Yeah, I'm happy with the pace. Obviously, I think I got fastest lap, so it's a good thing. I want to be on the podium in the actual races, to be honest, but yeah, I mean, we all have to start pushing somewhere, so we'll see.
I mean, let's face it, before this weekend you hadn't done a race in GB3, now you've got a podium, so that's a great stepping stone to being there. Are you going to be continuing doing Monza maybe?
Yeah, I will be doing Monza. I look forward to it. I think we've been getting better all throughout the weekend, so just need to take some more steps and move forward, and I'm sure we'll get there.
Excellent stuff, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, Bart Harrison with JHR Developments. Quick one for you, Liam. We've seen you on the podium before in GB4, GB3 podium in your first weekend, that's impressive from you.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, to jump in, you know, I think credit to Fortec, you know, they give me a great car, you know, from when I got in and the past test. So yeah, you know, really happy to get a podium, and yeah, we'll see what we can do.
Excellent stuff. Are we going to see you back in the GB3 car for the rest of the season, maybe?
I'm not down to do Monza at the moment, but you know, we'll see what happens.
Excellent stuff. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
There we go. Liam McNeely driving with Fortec. We're going to go and we're going to find Alex Ninovic here, who is our new champion with Jonathan Palmer. Obviously, quick to celebrate. Congratulations, first of all. We've talked over the weekend, and I know you've been very confident. I know the stats were in your favour, but you still had to go and do it. You did it there. I mean, the other 2 guys that you were fighting it out with didn't finish the race, but still, you had to get there. And how are you feeling now as the 2025 champion? Now it's all done and dusted.
Yeah, obviously super happy with the result. To come away with the championship one round early is extremely nice, and yeah, it's been an amazing weekend, amazing year to be honest, and the team's done an amazing job to get me there, and yeah, I can't be thankful enough to everyone that's made it all happen.
You're going to be in a great position going into Monza now. You're going to have the luxury of going and enjoying that amazing circuit in Milan without anything to worry about other than the fact that, you know, where are you going to put a trophy?
Yeah, definitely. It takes a bit of pressure off, and yeah, we can go there and have some fun.
Excellent. We're going to catch up properly in a little while, but we'll let you go and get your trophy in just a second. But once again, congratulations.
Thank you.
There we go. Absolutely incredible from Alex Ninovic, our 2025 champion.
He is indeed. Thank you very much, John Jackson. As we now prepare for the podium ceremonies, Wes. And my word, what a champion. What a champion. And, you know, what a list. What a list to join as well. I was just talking about the entire list of drivers who can also call themselves GB3 champions, all of which have gone on to compete in the FIA Formula 3 Championship. And if you go perform there, who knows what it can do. Luke Browning now competing in Formula 2's championship finale fight as well. And then, of course, Zach O'Sullivan has also gone on to do other stuff like Super Formula. So there's so many possibilities for these drivers in terms of where their career goes next.
Yeah, absolutely. And Liam McNeely there, his race suit being USF Pro 2000, I think it was, kind of remind me that, yeah, if Alex Ninovich wants, he could go stateside as well. If obviously the bar to entry in F3 in financial terms is incredibly high. And not every driver can afford it, even the really successful ones. So, yeah, maybe going to North America might be the way forward as well.
Really, really could. As the drivers pose for the pictures on the podium, our top three get their trophies. Flusha poses for his winner's trophy as well. And then they can all walk off, put the trophies down, get their individual photos, because these are memories that will live on for these drivers as well. And Bart Harrison doing the exact same. And Bart Harrison will be absolutely loving life after that podium. And looking forward to seeing what he can do at Monza as well, which he just confirmed a few moments ago to John Jackson. So that is what he's going to be trying to do next time out. But Alex Ninovich heading onto the podium, and he is your 2025 GB3 champion. As you can see on screen, if you are synced up with us, he finds himself with the image moment now. He's currently taking the picture, and what a deserving champion. It goes to him in 2025.
It certainly does, yeah. And yeah, very much the deserving world champion, and the prize money that comes with that. And yeah, he rightly so, massive smile on his face. And yeah, we all can't wait to see what he does next.
We really, really can't indeed. Just posing for every single picture, make sure everyone's got one of your championship moment. Here are your highlights from the race. First of all, stall on the grid. That feels hours ago now. Stall on the grid for Kabir Anurag. Huge disappointment for him. They fought on the opening lap. It was side by side for the win momentarily, but not for long. Then we're going to see a brilliant move around the outside by Jack Sherwood. He will take third. That's not where the contact is. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Bang! Round goes Seaworthen. Round also, of course, went Hoyntenoda, Flynn Jacques and Abby Pulling, all involved in a big car crash over there. And then it was a brilliant move around the outside by Sherwood, who got past Liam McNeely as they went side by side and battled. And then into the wall when Pradell. Alex Ninovich didn't find his way to the wall. He found his way to the Czech Championship instead. Then we would go racing once again. We would battle our way through. The Gonzalez brothers would be in it, and so would Max Taylor. But so much fighting, and it all ended with Flusha taking home the win, and Alex Ninovich further behind taking home the championship as well. What a great, successful weekend and a successful day of racing as well. Okay, looks like we're going to be able to run you through our race results. And Flusha ending as the winner. Bart Harrison in second. Then it was McNeely, Sherwood, Al-Zahari, Lyle, Ninovich, Max Taylor, Tarn Vanichkul, and Gonzalez, Patricio Gonzalez, having the possession of 10th. 11th was Darianani. Then it was Rodrigo Gonzalez in 12th. Anurag, Bustamante, Fairclough, Pradell, Hoyntenoda, Seaworthen, Jacques, and Pulling. That was your second page and your final few drivers. Then who found themselves finishing. Remember, these results are provisional. Let's take a look at the championship standings. So it is Alex Ninovich who ends as the champion for sure now. Hoyntenoda in second. That battle for second place will go on all the way till the end. And then it's Pradell, Fairclough, Seaworthen, Lyle, Al-Zahari, McIntyre, Flusha, and Freddie Slater, who will no longer be competing in this championship. He announced after his round at Brands Hatch. So that's how the championship standings look. Where's any drivers to keep an eye on for the finale?
I mean, all of them. We obviously the Australian trio up at the front are are always worth watching. And certainly Abby Pulling will want to come back from what was, broadly speaking, apart from race 1, broadly speaking, it was quite a disappointing weekend for Abby Pulling there. She just caught out in qualifying, which compromised the entire weekend, and then a disappointing end to it. So she'll want to come back strong in Monza, and we can't wait to see it.
Absolutely. I think it's going to be very fascinating to see how it is going to play out when we do arrive over to the Temple of Speed at Monza for one final round in what has been a fully funded seat for her by F1 Academy for becoming the champion. We're getting a step closer to crowning an F1 Academy champion. They have one more round left, and that will be in Las Vegas, of course. But we say congratulations then to Alex Ninovic, and we will put all focus and put all attentions over to the Temple of Speed at Monza. So, Wes, can I have your final thoughts then?
Yeah, final thoughts. It was a brilliant championship from Alex Ninovic. Domination of this championship by Australia, as I mentioned before, with Hoytson-Roeder and Pradell filling out the first 3 positions. It's been a very exciting championship. We've loved having this brand new car, and there's going to be a very fitting send-off of 2025 next time out at Monza.
Yep, well, champion may be crowned, but there's still one round of racing to go. That'll be taking place at the Temple of Speed at Monza, like Wes mentions to you. And my thanks to everyone who has joined us. Congratulations to Alex Ninovic. You are an absolutely deserving champion of 2025. One more round of fun remains. That'll be at the Temple of Speed at Monza. We'll see you in 2 weeks' time. Goodbye.